Less than 4 hours a week to lose 20 to 50 pounds while sculpting lean muscle, because work, soccer practice, and time with your family, it's a priority, but so is your health. And I'm going to walk you through the exact blueprint that we've used to help hundreds of busy moms and dads burn fat and build lean muscle in less than 4 hours a week. So no crazy diets, no long workouts, no gym membership required, because let's face it, you might only have 30 minutes during nap time. So make sure you stick around to the end, because I'm literally going to give you the playbook that we send to all of our clients one-on-one. That way you can download it and start implementing it today. Now, chances are, if you're a busy parent, you've come across plenty of tips and tricks on how to lose weight and get in shape, but never a specific formula for those who work full-time and have to juggle the responsibilities of kids. Well, we've helped hundreds of parents, like you see pictured here, drop 20 to 50 plus pounds, transform their energy, their confidence, their health. And you can see some of the real results right here. Moms, dads, working professionals, all with crazy schedules. And the best part, most of them did it from home with just 30-minute workouts 4 times per week. Now, I want you to take a minute and ask yourself, how would life be different if you had more energy, more confidence, and you felt proud of how you looked and showed up? What would change in your relationships, your presence, and how you showed up at work? Your ability to play with kids. Would your kids be proud? Oftentimes I see parents, they use their kids as an excuse instead of the reason why. This isn't just about looking better, it's about showing up better in every part of life. Because how you do anything is how you do everything. You might be an absolute rock star in your career as a parent, but within you know there's a missing piece. So I want to walk you through the journey of Chris. And his story probably sounds super familiar to some of you guys. Chris wasn't in too terrible shape, but he had about 20 to 30 pounds to lose. He felt exhausted coming home from a long day at work. He tried the gym, hired a trainer, cut carbs, nothing really stuck. So he said, screw it, I'm just going to be okay with settling for content. And then he found this community in the LiveYourTen Ignite program with other parents just like him. Real strategies built around real life. That's what's been missing. So fast forward, Chris lost 30 pounds of fat, gained 10 pounds of muscle. Right, so he only saw a 20-pound difference on the scale, but there was a 40-pound swing in composition there. And now he actually has the tools to keep it off without sacrificing time with his family. That's the power of having the right system. So what is the difference between this and everything else? Well, we call it the Ignite method, and it's built on these pillars for busy parents, a proven program and community. So you're not doing this alone. Science is dialed down so that busy parents can actually apply it to their schedule. And then the most important piece is to help hold you accountable and motivate a community of other moms and dads for support and encouragement to share ideas. And then you need efficient workouts. So we come in and we program workouts that only take about 30 to 40 minutes. They can be done from home. No fancy equipment is required, okay? It's because we teach you how to be efficient with what you have. Dumbbells and squat racks, they're just tools. We can mix and match those tools as long as you're willing to step up to the plate and take action with them, okay? Then we need family-friendly nutrition, okay? No cutting carbs, no sugar detoxes, keto and carnivore. Yeah, they work, but the moment you stop, it all comes back, usually adding more weight than where you started. So we need something that allows you to still enjoy taco and pizza night with the family, because it's got to fit your life. And you shouldn't have to choose between being fit and being a parent. Now, most coaches and trainers, they're going to hate that I'm sharing this with you for free, but I'm feeling generous and we just want more parents to experience what we have. So here's literally the exact playbook that we give all of our clients. So you can take a screenshot of this. I'll walk you through a couple pieces here. Hydration is key. Zone 2 fasted cardio. Those are a few of our staples. We have all of our clients fuel before resistance training, okay? So the body doesn't sit there and self-cannibalize its own muscle mass. That's the big mistake that we see a lot of busy parents make. It's early mornings. You got to get in, get your workout in, and you just do it fasted. And so you have a very short window, and based off of your heart rate level, as to where your body will actually stop using fat as fuel. And if it doesn't have any other sources in there, it's going to use its muscle mass. So we need to take into consideration that when we do our training. And then obviously the nutrition piece, we say proper prior planning. That is what prevents poor performance. And so we've built out something called the Power Shake. You blend together your favorite ingredients the night before, some protein powder, etc. And instead of tracking your daily calorie and macro goals, we teach our parents to use a ticketing system, because some days are great, some won't be, but as long as we hit our calorie and protein goals for the week, the results will come. Here's the general rule of thumb. Take your body weight, multiply it by 10, 11, or 12, somewhere in that range for total calories. All right. And then protein is typically about 1 gram per pound of body weight. And then you can fill in the rest of that gap with carbs and fat. So it's got to be simple. It's got to be flexible, because life as a parent has to be exactly that. So everything's laid out there, no fluff, just what works. Now, is it a guarantee? Hell no, you actually have to do the work. But that's everything you need to know without having to implement exhausting workouts and crazy meal plans. And if you want to drop 20 to 50 pounds while adding lean muscle in the next 3 to 6 months, inevitably, there's going to be some nuances you have to play around with, especially once you hit a plateau. So the last thing that I'll say is that if you probably do need to find an app that helps you to track everything, because it does get a little overwhelming to try and keep up with everything in your head. If you're like my wife and I, you've got enough on your plate with a messy house, trying to keep that clean throughout the week. And so if you want to hear more about what we offer, okay, and you're looking for a tailored plan, maybe some one-on-one help implementing all of this into your life, apps, the community that we've talked about, there's actually a link in the description to fill out an application. Okay, we limit our slots. They typically book out for the month within the first couple of weeks. So depending on when you're watching this video, you might have to grab a spot on our wait list. But if you want to chat about your goals and learn more about our one-on-one and group programs, happy to find some time to chat. So hope you guys have the most amazing day of your entire life. Cheers.